said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He gets a block. Touchdown, Louisiana! Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Finding an escape route.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Louisiana's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field.
There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here comes the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
To throw, it's Applewhite. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on second down. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and then create a negative play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Raging Cajuns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Raging Cajuns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it, it's Warren. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Caught near the sticks, it's Gilbert. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Burrell. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 9.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, still going.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips him out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls. Now
a lot of work to do to move the the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dennis. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Warren. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that 1st.
And the Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Warren. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Got his man quickly. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Used the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Raging Cajuns have moved it inside the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Eastern Michigan made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Eagles. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the map.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Flips it out in the flat.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield. Defense rises to the occasion. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pickup of 5, and they'll move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. On the run, it's Dennis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Dennis. There he goes. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The run from the shotgun. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.